Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, of July, declaring our dependence on Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there's a statement, interesting statement. Tapena lokatapena sadhavo prayasojana. The devotees of the Lord, they undergo austerity and voluntary suffering for the benefit of others, to relieve them of their suffering. And this is considered to be the highest method of worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the highest, the most elevated way in which one can worship the deity. Here in Boston, what is it, about 2 million people? What
I think it's
3 million. So not many people come to the temple here. Right? Very few people. Of the 3 million, very few come to the temple. So we go out to them. We bring the deity to them, because the books are none different than the deity. Krishna is absolute. There were some devotees that wanted to install deities in their Sankirtan vehicle. So they asked Prabhupada, they wrote Prabhupada, and Prabhupada said, no, not necessarily. You just worship the books. The books are deities. So we're bringing Krishna to them. They don't come here too much, so we go to them. Today we're going to go to the 4th of July festival. There'll be hundreds of thousands of people. So hopefully we'll be able to distribute some of these transcendental literatures to them. Be very auspicious for them, very auspicious for ourselves. There's so many welfare activities being performed throughout the world, but this is the highest welfare activity, because people, by receiving these books, they're learning about who they are. Now everybody is thinking that they're the material body, specifically that they are American bodies, and that's why the big celebration. We got independence of England, so they're celebrating, but they're not independent of the modes of nature. This is the problem. So therefore they're suffering still. When they become independent of Maya, of the modes of material nature, then they can actually be satisfied. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, also it's stated that when we approach people, there's a certain quality by which we should approach people. Tatikshaya karuniya maitra chakila jantushu samadvena chisharvatma bhagavan samprasidati. There's 4 qualities that one should approach others. First one is tolerance. We should be tolerant. Sometimes when we're distributing books, people aren't favorable. Quite often people aren't favorable. And therefore they don't take books, and we get a lot of no's. This is probably the most difficult thing to tolerate, is receiving many no's. No thank you, not interested, no time. So we have to tolerate it. This is actually very good, because we want everybody to say yes and take a book. Right? That's what we want when we go out. Right? It'd be so nice, wouldn't it? Then there'd be no austerity, there'd be no purification, it'd be too easy. So it's good that it's a little austere, we get some no's, because it purifies the false ego. It's like a shower for the false ego, purifying the false ego. So it's very good. And therefore the Guru would, in the days of yore, they would instruct their disciples, you go and you beg. And even in the pastime of Krishna, he told the cowherd boys, you go to the Brahmins and beg for some food. The cowherd boys are hungry. And the Brahmanas, now here's Brahmanas of the Vaishnava society, completely ignored him, didn't even say no. Or actually, did they? I think they might have said something, don't bother us, something like that. Don't bother us, maybe something like that. I don't remember specifically, but anyway, they got a no. So they were a little distraught. So then Krishna, upon hearing the response of the Brahmanas, Krishna, he told the cowherd boys, Etavas janma sapayam dehinami hidehashu prana artha dhyavacha shreya acharanam sada. He said, when you approach others, naturally there'll be some people who won't be favorable. But so therefore we have to be tolerant. Yeah. But in that whole pastime there, he mentioned this verse, that it's the duty of all living entities to perform welfare activities with their prana, with their life, artha, with their wealth, dhya, with their intelligence, and vacha, with their words. So this is Krishna says here, this is the duty of all living entities to engage these 4 in the service of others. So book distribution is such a nice activity, because it is something that one can dedicate one's life to doing. And there's many devotees around the movement that have done that. They've dedicated their life to giving Krishna consciousness to others. It's very auspicious. And many times Prabhupada, he expressed his desire that devotees dedicate their life to preaching Krishna consciousness. It's very auspicious.